Okay, so if it's like that, then that means it's probably upright. Hey, what's up? This is Dan McDonald. You know that. I'm the Life Regenerator. I just got off the phone with somebody, and she was like, I was talking to all the people, and there's a lot of professional people that really care about you, and you've helped so many people get healthy, and I got inspired to I've been for several days now, I've just wanted to say hello to the people who have been truly supportive. Now, you know that YouTube is a place for insanity. Everyone and their grandmother up all night drinking God knows what, smoking God knows what, snorting God knows what, up on my YouTube channel. So it's a crazy place, you know, but I am very inspired because of everything that I've learned from this bike ride, and people are growing gardens, and people are eating fresh fruits and vegetables, and people are losing weight and getting healthy, and that's what really matters. And then there's also so many other things that I can share about how you can cultivate the mind, because I'm not saying that I've mastered it, but I've been doing that lately, you know, staying on top of the mind. I don't like to say control the mind, but I like to say more just staying on top of it, being aware of the direction that the mind is taking, and then when it starts to go in one of those directions where it gets into the heavier, more denser, darker energies, fields of thinkingness, then you can just and bring it back. And I always bring it back to I am Sat Chit Ananda. I am the peace that passes understanding, and I just say that over and over again to myself because I've been having a little bit of depression myself. But depression for me is actually still really happy, probably compared to most people. Just a little bit challenged by all this stuff, but it doesn't really matter because what I've learned in the last 3 months about nutrition, health, fitness is going to put me on a whole nother level. You know, I've experimented with fat. I've experimented with leafy greens, and I've experimented with the fruit, mixing it up in different ways, also going like mono-fat diets. Not too bad. It's not the best, I'll be honest with you. It's not the best, but it's not too bad. It's a little crazy for most people, I think, to think that, but I spent a couple of weeks just eating like a super high-fat diet, and I was like, okay, this is, you know, not the best, but there are some pros to eating fats, but that wasn't what I got into this video for. I've learned a lot about the fats, the carbs, the greens, the herbs, the juices. Ever since Cleveland, Ohio, I've been drinking nothing but juices on the rides. Carrot juice and lemon ginger blast, really. That's it. Actually, those are the only two drinks I drink for every day. I ride anywhere from 60 to 120 miles on just juices and only carrot and lemon ginger blast, and it's just, I mean, it's just like you're just, it's nuts the energy that you can achieve, but it doesn't the food and stuff, but you got to be on top of the mind, or the mind will drag you down. The mind thinks thoughts which then emanate through the cells in the body. And if you're thinking negative thoughts or like poverty consciousness, then that poverty consciousness emanates through the water in your cells and programs your cells for poverty. Then you will attract poverty. If you think into your mind, I am the peace that passes understanding, I am committed to love, and every time you take a drink of a lemon ginger blast as you're traveling down the trail, you think, this is love. I'm loving myself. I'm loving every cell in my body. I'm energizing every cell. Now think about what those thoughts do to your cellular matrix of auric energy. Okay, you're taking your aura, that is the mind. The mind is the emanator of the aura, as well as coupled with the power of the heart. And then you feed the GI tract, or the solar plexus area, with the vibrations and the subtle qualities of delicious, high water, highly energizing fresh fruits and vegetables. It's funny how I was just going to say hello to everyone, but I'm very excited about health, more so right now than I've ever been. But I also want to say to you guys, I'm not fully on board with exactly the direction I do want to go. I'm getting spoken to from the deepest levels of my being. It's telling me to go in a new direction. a more broader, expanded direction, a more full life regeneration program. And I myself, especially after a 3,500-mile bike ride across the U.S. on nasty watermelons sometimes, too many avocados, and iceberg lettuce and Welch's grape juice. Now, ever since St. Louis, it got better, I'll be honest with you. Because if I got to ride 150 miles to get to the next Whole Foods, that's what I do, So it's been way better since I got to St. Louis. I've been able to find co-ops. I found one right over here. Fantastic. I'm going to charge up for a couple days. I got the Lemon Ginger Blast stuff. And I'm going to just keep on Lemon Ginger Blasting it every day. Like I've been basically living off Lemon Ginger Blast, carrot juice, cherries, and grapes. And a little bit of the lettuces in the little plastic containers. You can get a lot of energy, but there's also some other stuff that I need to clear out. So I'm going to be focusing on myself. I know a lot of people call me selfish, but really what it is if you take yourself, which is really your only point of power. You can't really help anyone else to develop abundance consciousness. And you can't really help anyone to get healthy if they don't want to choose that choice. But what you can do is you take your own life. You make your own life divinely inspired. You take your own life and you follow those highest truths and you cultivate the highest ideals. And you become that, no matter what you got to do. Now, everyone and their grandmother, your mom, your dad, your brothers and sisters, everyone's got a different situation. But a lot of us that are going to change our lives are going to find incredible resistance. People are going to want to take your newfound power and steal it for themselves, block you, put out your candle, and I say, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. And I don't give a damn who says what. See you later, unsubscribe, or say whatever you want about me on the YouTube comments and channels, but you're wrong. Because this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. I'm going to let my light shine, and nobody is going to cock block me or stop me up from the divine flow, because it is my inheritance and it is my right to serve God and to allow the light of my life to come through me. And if you can't handle it and you're jealous, that's okay. That's fine. I will pray for you. I will hope for you to find the best in your own heart so that you can find the courage to let your light shine, because you know that the people are going to come up on you and try to knock you off your kilter. And some of them will succeed every once in a while, but all it does is break you down so that you can be built up stronger again and come back and get back in the game and be 100 times more powerful than you were before. You cannot stop the life regenerator. I want to ask you a question. Who's going to stop you? Nobody. That's right, because you're a champion, just like Dan the Man. And of course they're going to attack and bust some chops, but they ain't getting nowhere because they don't know me. Because I just rode 100 miles on Lemon Ginger Blast and carrot juice. I'm jacked up to the hilt. I could punch a hole through a brick wall with my pinky right now. That's how high my chi is. And I'm in love with God and with life. And I might be having a little bit of a slump right now with my career, but that's always what every artist goes through. Dan McDonald, the video artist, the inspiration, the motivation, the education, and the edutainment that you need to stay on point with the fruits, with the vegetables, with the love. I'm here to serve. I'm excited. I'm more excited today about fruits, vegetables, love, and tissue regeneration and regeneration of the total life than I've ever been before. Thank you so much. I love you, and I am glad that you're here watching these videos and out there kicking ass in your life. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Peace. Bye-bye.